It is my first trip to Michigan, first trip to see all the snow that y'all have here. It's for a Georgia boy, it's a sight to see. You know, I come to this conference and I know it's the first time they've ever had the P&E committee and the Young Farmer Committee together, but I look across the room this evening and saw a lot of younger faces. And it tells me that there's a lot of interest in agriculture here. And what I see happening at this conference is you're trying to find a place for everybody to have a part in our programs and in telling agricultural story. I encourage them to stay involved, because what happens in the world of making policy around agriculture is going to affect them and their families, and the only way they're going to have a say in that is to get outside their fence rows and be a part of that. And Farm Bureau is the best vehicle they could find to make sure that they could be at the right place at the right time with the right help with this wonderful staff here to get their job done. This is a great state Farm Bureau, and they got some really active committees with the Young Farmer Committee and the P&E Committee, and I've heard some discussion about individual counties and the programs that they're involved in. I'm just real excited about what I found here. I've learned a lot with your new program to help farmers bring H-2A workers in. Responding to our members and their needs is what Farm Bureaus need to be doing, and it looks like and it feels like that the Michigan Farm Bureau is doing an excellent job of that. When I talk about uniting the country, I want to have everybody have the feeling that we need to be helping our neighbor, because things that go on in other areas of the country are going to be in our area of the country real soon. And the good example of that is the Chesapeake Bay. You know, what that blueprint that they're creating around the Chesapeake Bay will be used as a blueprint all across this country. And we all, as farmers, regardless of where we're at in this country, need to understand that that's what's going to happen, and we need to be using our influence in other states to try to influence people to make sure that that blueprint is acceptable. You know, we had a survey done around the Chesapeake Bay and asked the public there what they thought about the blueprint. And they don't really trust the federal regulations. They would rather the local governments work with the farmers so that they can keep the farmers there, because they really enjoyed having the farmers as their neighbors. Well, I think that we have a lot of friends in Washington and they're very aware of it. But a lot of those congressmen and senators come from urban areas, and of course I don't think they have an appreciation for it. So we have to use our friends that we have there, and we have to work with other states that do not have rural representatives in Congress there to try to help them tell the story of American agriculture so that they will be aware of the trials that's in front of us. Well, what I took away from it, and that's one of the reasons for being here, is to be able to go out and talk to growers and producers and farmers to hear how some of the issues are affecting them and their businesses, and what are the issues at the top of their list. And of course what I heard was the same thing: labor, I heard regulation, I heard price. You know, all the things that we've been talking about is here in this state too. So it reaffirms that we're on the right track, got our eyes on the right issues at this time. We're going to continue to work hard at them. Now I have friends here I can call back and talk to them about those issues.